Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of Chevening Scholarship Tips with me, Cynthia Kimola. And today we are just going to look further into the reasons. Like, these are some of the things that you can include in your why do you want to study in the UK essay. So if you listened to episode 3, if you haven't listened to episode 3, please go back and listen to it, because that's how I was able to break down how you should approach why do you want to study in the UK essay in the lens of the reading committee and what they are looking for. So just to recap, in that episode I mentioned that you need to do basic research into your course, into your university, into the town where it is set up, why that course, studying that course and your careers align, and why that professor, why that department. So you need to do basic research so that it doesn't just sound as if you're just speaking, but you need to come from an informed position, and you need to show the committee that you actually know what you're talking about and you already envision how you're going to use these new skills, this new information from your 1-year masters to be able to propel you into your new career. So I also had noted there that the committee also looks into other things other than the courses. So you'll have arrange your essay into the introduction paragraph, and then the 3 paragraphs that follow, it will be your first course, the second course, the third course, why do you want to study in them, and then you have like the conclusion. So in this conclusion, I just want to give you in this episode some ideas on what you can include there. We'll be back in a moment. So a word from our sponsor today, Anchor, and this is actually the app that I actually use to record this podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. And let me tell you why I personally prefer it and why I recommend all my friends to use it. Because 1, it's free. It has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. If you have excuses, I don't have a mic, I don't have editing software, Anchor has it all for you. And also, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You record it on Anchor, and then it will distribute it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Castbox, basically anywhere you think podcasts are heard, it just sends it there. So you don't have to open those accounts individually, because it takes a lot of time, and why do it yourself when you can efficiently use Anchor to do all the work for you? And then I love it because you can make money from your podcast, and with minimum listenership. You don't have to hit like 1,000 subscribers or something like that. No, you just start from the get-go. It's everything you need for a podcast in one place. So go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. So that because the Chevening Scholarship is not just about education, but it's also about culture. You're going to the UK to explore UK life and culture. And we know that the UK is home to many of the world's best universities, okay? So what you should put, or some of the ideas also that are on the Chevening website that I also included in mine are, you say that you want to, so these are some of the reasons, right? Why you want to go and study in the UK, other than all the academic reasons. You can talk about you want to be part of the internationally acclaimed creative industries or arts and entertainment industry that is in the UK, because the UK is home to global talents that you see in music, in film, in theater, in fashion. And you can also talk about you are really looking forward to attending music festivals or film festivals or visiting museums, because in the UK they are free. You can also talk about if you're coming from a country where English isn't your first language but you're learning, you can say that studying in the UK will allow you to immerse yourself in the English language for a sustained period of time, and you'll be able to master the language, be good about it, and know how to use language in different settings. And also it will also increase your interconnectedness, and also you might be finding a chance just to be able to practice your English. So that's something that you can put there. If you're a foodie, you can say that, hey, I want to be in the UK because I want to to be able to eat and experience all these foods that I've always just read about or watched. I want to eat fish and chips by the sea. I want to be able to experience cuisines from different parts of the world, because the UK is a conglomerate of all these things. We have Chinese food, Indian food, all these things. So you can talk about that. You also maybe want to experience the pub culture. That's something that you can be able to put. And then you can say that you want to study in the UK because it's one of the most diverse countries in the world. You'll be living and studying with people from different parts of the world, and this will actually broaden your perspectives. You'll get friends from all over the world that maybe you didn't even know existed. And the UK has just this long history of welcoming visitors, so especially students. So you can say that you want to be part of that. And also Chevening has a partnership with Host UK, so I don't know if it will still continue, but during my time they were pairing you up with British people to go and live with them or stay or visit with them. So you can visit them for a weekend or a long weekend, maybe if there's a holiday. So you can say also you just want to be able to experience what living in a UK home is, and you really look forward to signing up to International Student House, or you also want to sign up to Host UK. You can also talk about if you love travel like me. I love travel, so I said I want to be in the great outdoors, to visit the Scottish Highlands. I want to visit the Isle of Wight. You just talk about all these things and say, like, all these other places, they have great transport links, the train, the bus, all these things. So you can be able to use your weekends to go and explore and reconnect with nature. And if you are a literature buff, you can talk about how the UK is a place of famous authors, and you'd like to go and visit where Shakespeare lived, Charles Dickens lived. You also want to be inspired and to see what inspired them, the culture, the society in which they lived. And you can also talk about how you really now want to experience and see with your own eyes the things that you read about, things like the London Bridge, the London Eye. And then you can also come back and tie it in with a little bit of academia and say you want to study in the UK because the master's courses there are just 1 year, and this just gives you enough space maybe to leave your company for a year, go and study and bring back the skills. If you love football, the UK is the home for so many sporting events. If you love the London Marathon, you can talk about that. F1 Grand Prix, you can say I want to be in the home of Lewis Hamilton. You can say that. Wimbledon, maybe you really want to be able to catch a tennis game live. You can actually talk about that. So just be able to tie it all in, because it's not just about studies. You need to bring about the aspect that, show the committee that, this person actually knows what the UK is about, and also they want to experience the UK culture. So I hope these ideas will actually help you when you're formulating why do you want to study in the UK essay, and be able to just put a little bit here and there in the conclusion paragraph, so that you can actually show the reading committee that you're multifaceted. It's just not one thing that you're looking for, but you're also aware that as a student you need work-life balance as well. It's not just studies, but you're also there to experience new things, meet new people, go out, enjoy yourself, things like that. So I hope the episode is beneficial. As always, if you like this episode, please also share it with your friends as well, so that they can be able to gain insights and knowledge about this. And as always, all the best in your application.